Hi, I'm Vanity. Welcome to our podcast. On today's episode, we will be talking about Reddit. And we have included Sloth
Hi.
and Wrath.
Hello.
And welcome, everybody. Before we continue, a quick reminder to everybody listening, we are adults who talk about adult topics. We are an 18 plus podcast, and please continue with care.
Woo.
Woo-hoo.
I almost died.
Not your first time, uh-oh.
I was about to cough during the opening.
Yeah, so some of the Sims are not joining us today due to some stuff going on, and it is flu season, which of course Sloth is also sick. So
I'm dying.
we're kind of short today on sinners.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, we got
Yeah.
the three best ones.
We got the three that always show up to every
And
party.
always say the
Dedication.
shit.
Hey, that just leaves more fun for us.
So we're gonna be doing Reddit "Am I the Asshole" post, and then go from there. Let's see.
Okay.
So it says, "Am I the asshole for refusing my dad's request for a paternity test? A few weeks ago, my mom came over and explained that my dad had confronted her about my conception. He was watching YouTube videos, and a video was talking about calculating baby's due date by conception. He did the calculations and think my mom cheated on him because he was out of town that supposed conception day based on the due date the doctor gave my mom. My mom asked if I would take a paternity test so she has proof that I'm his daughter and so that he would stop bringing it up. I was shocked. I said I would, but now that he brought the paternity test and is asking for me to take it, I am having doubts. My dad has always been paranoid and accused people of wild things. My mom obviously didn't cheat on my dad since the due dates are just a guess. If I don't take the test, he will keep bringing it up. He can't let that intrusive thought go away. Would I be the asshole if I told him no to the paternity test?
I don't think so. I think it's messed up that your dad thinks that you're not their kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That sounds like an insecurity on his part.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah,
if he's that insecure, is he not the one cheating then?
it's just like the date of conception, like literally anything could happen. The baby could have been born early, or heck, I was born later than the guess. I didn't want to come out.
You already
the
knew.
guess?
So in school, we were taught that it's actually you calculate a year and 7 days after conception day. So, yeah, we pretty had like a little wheelie thingy we would estimate. It's really not accurate.
Mm-hmm. It depends on how big the gap was, though.
That's true too.
Like if he went on like a whole trip, like, okay, well, how long has he been on that trip?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
You are the father.
Maybe he just wanted to go on TV and be famous.
I don't know. They said that they're, what was the word? Dang, I forgot the word. What's the word they use?
For what? Paranoid?
That, yeah, their dad's paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, there's like probably been like other times and stuff like that.
Yeah, probably.
Dad probably has issues that they went through in their life, so now they're assuming that their wife cheated on them. And then your dad's gonna be looking at you like, that's not my nose.
Oh my god.
Those are my eyes. That's
No, because I
understandable.
have my mom's nose.
Yes.
Or hell, I got my great grandma's nose.
Am I the asshole for not wanting my girlfriend to walk down the aisle and spend extra time with her ex for a wedding? Male 28, have been dating, let's call her V, who is female 24, for almost a year now. Her college friend, let's call them K, is getting married this summer and I'll be her +1 for the wedding. K just asked V to be her maid of honor. The issue is that B's ex-boyfriend is going to be the best man, and so she gave me a heads up that they will be walking down the aisle together and will have to meet up at some point before the wedding to prepare for a joint reception toast and plan the bachelor and bachelorette trip, which were requests from the bride and groom. Obviously, I don't want to tell her who she can and can't hang out with, but I just feel uncomfortable with B spending so much time with her ex, especially since they only broke up a few months ago before we started dating and have a lot of history together. I asked her to see if she could make some changes to those plans because I would have the respect to do it for her if the roles were reversed. It became a huge fight because she thinks I don't trust her even though that's not true. She also said she doesn't want to change any of those plans because Kay specifically asked her and her ex to be in charge of all the bridal party together. I even suggested what if she just texted or zoomed with her ex. I don't see why they have to do everything in person and hanging out for the planning. To this she says she can't hang out with her ex, it's not that deep. I don't know if I even want to attend the wedding anymore as her +1 because it feels like she's just picking her ex over our relationship. Since then, Kat has texted me saying that I can't tell B what to do, which I didn't. I simply made a request, and that I'm ruining the wedding planning. Am I the asshole?
I don't think so. But it varies mainly because of like the whole situation with exes. Like I've heard and also like been through the situation of being friends with an ex, but it's the fact that you used to love this person and now you like, even though you have a partner, there's a chance that you might go back with them. That's probably scary, but there's still no guarantee. I don't know. It's complicated, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you like, it could be like a best friend thing. I guess I'll have with your ex, like you could leave on good terms.
I mean,
but
to
also,
me, I
like,
feel like they're the asshole.
yeah, it just kind of varies.
Because,
Please say more.
well, because, I mean, it's not like she's seeing the ex on purpose. Like, it was a request of the bride. And I do feel like already wedding planning is stressful enough. So she's literally leaving the other details to just the maid of honor and the best man, which one takes a lot of guts because that's nerve-wracking. And you know, she's leaving them in charge of everything else that she can't do, and yet this boyfriend is being insecure about that stuff. I mean, regardless, if the girl's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat, no matter when, where, who. But I just feel like he's kind of getting in the way of the wedding planning, like the bride is saying.
I feel like now that you mentioned that, the bride is the asshole. Why are you gonna call up your friend and be like, "Hey, I'm putting you on this committee with your ex."
Well, I mean,
Like,
from what I know, like only the bride
I feel
gets
like
to
that's
choose the maid of honor. The groom is the one that chooses the best man. So then it would, in that case, it would be both the groom and the bride that are the assholes. Then
that's even weirder. And then when you think about it, they gotta hold hands down the aisle, and your boyfriend's off to the side watching you. I don't know. It is weird that the bride, like, normally the bride and the groom like probably talk to each other about who they're picking. So it's like, and then not only that, they seem like they probably were all part of a friend group. So
Mhm.
it's like, oh, I'm gonna choose this person, and then I'm gonna choose their ex. Like, that seems weird.
unless they're like really good friends.
Unless they're trying to hook them up.
Jesus, sloth.
Y'all were great for each other. I don't know why y'all broke
That sounds like a toxic mother-in-law on his, like the ex's mother.
up. Exactly. That's what
I
I'm
really love
getting.
you, Jessica. And why don't you get back
That,
together? Like,
that's exactly what I'm feeling. Because, like, how, like, unless you absolutely have no other friends, what are the odds that you'd end up in the same group with your ex?
true.
Not only that, being the bridesmaid and then also being the man of honor, like both top tier. They couldn't be one of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems weird at that point. And then I would have been like, hey, Broom, this is my boyfriend right here. Y'all should
Yes.
totally go like to a bar, hit it up. Maybe he can be one of your men of honor. Go
Jesus.
make friends, honey. Go make friends.
It's like it's a play date or something.
We got another one. So it says, am I the asshole for not wanting to be my best friend's secret maid of honor? For context, we have been friends for years. All throughout high school, my best friend, we'll call her Morgan, dated her now fiance, Jack. Morgan and Jack are getting married in August of this year. Leading up to her engagement, she expressed that she wanted me to be her maid of honor. She straight out asked me she wanted me to be her maid of honor because she couldn't imagine anyone else. Jack also heavily involved me in the planning of the proposal. Fast forward to now, I have been helping her plan everything from Morgan, bridesmaid proposals, bachelorette party, ceremony, catering, venues, reception, and after party, honeymoon, and budgeting for all of the events. I jokingly made the comment that while I was showing her new budget breakdown, I said, I guess, oh, I'm your built-in maid of honor. We don't have to worry about a maid of honor proposal in the budget. Morgan then told me, well, actually, we still need a budget for that because I want Lindsay, her sister, to be my official maid of honor. I was like, whoa, pause. I have been doing all the heavy lifting for the better part of a year, and you're now telling me I'm not going to be your maid of honor? Then she told me, well, you're like my secret maid of honor. You can still be my maid of honor and do all the maid of honor things, but Lindsay will just get my official title. I don't know why this really bothered me. I'm still part of the bridal party, but I'm being expected to do everything, like I mentioned earlier, while Lindsay is being expected to do nothing because she's too irresponsible. I won't be giving credit either, as not to embarrass Lindsay. I honestly want to relinquish all this unnecessary stress and responsibility. Am I the asshole for not wanting to be her secret maid of honor?
I
You
do
go.
not think you're the asshole.
Mm-mm.
No.
I think that's
One big,
bullshit.
yeah, it's super
Hmm.
disrespectful because the fact that she's the secret maid of honor. It's like the toxic jobs that give you more duties to do, but they don't give you the title of like closer or opener, and they don't pay you like more.
Mm-hmm.
But they're oh, here's 25 jobs to do, but you don't get that 50-cent raise or the title.
I just don't understand why
I
it's
will.
like that much stuff for a fucking wedding. That's when my wedding was in a courthouse. I was like, simple, and that's it.
Simple, sweet, cut off.
Yeah.
Because all that matters. That makes sense.
Honestly, in this day of age, I'm honestly fine without even getting married. I do not like the whole getting like. I like the idea of like a whole party and stuff, but I don't like the idea of getting in front of everybody and like doing speeches and taking vows.
I feel
So I'm
that.
like, hell, if my guy doesn't want to get married, I'm okay with it.
That's fair.
Did y'all hear that apparently a maid of honor has the right to tackle somebody else that wears white?
What?
Yeah, I learned about that on TikTok. A maid of honor can literally like jump someone who walks in wearing white.
Well, like for my wedding, because I've dealt with a lot of jealous people, and I'm not trying to talk big or anything like that, but it's also like I want my day to be me. So
Mm-hmm.
it's one of those things where it's like I'll have like someone secretly, if someone comes in with a bright white dress or something like that, I'll give that person like I'll have like a little secret agent to go spill wine on their dress or something.
Bro,
Damn.
you got
With
like
me, and
several of them. There's
yeah,
Raph,
literally.
there's Chaos that just walked in.
Conveniently, you want to come in? Hi.
I
They,
like
they'll all
I
steal something.
would want like I mean I still want to do like a nice celebration for probably renewal or something, but I definitely
Yeah.
don't want any kids. No
Oh
kids
yeah, no
at
screaming children
a
running
fucking
around.
wedding. No.
Yeah, no.
I mean, to
Wait, you
me,
don't want any what?
honestly, like I didn't even have a quinceañera because to me, like that's a shit ton of money for what a day that you don't even get to really enjoy because it's basically a party for everyone else. Like to be honest, so that's kind of how the same mentality I had for my wedding. The only thing I wanted to more like splurge on was just a nice wedding dress and splurged on nice pictures and a honeymoon. So I really didn't care for like anything. Like we're not religious, so we didn't do a church thing. But since it was kind of like all of a sudden, I guess. So we just got married in a courthouse, which was really really nice, and that was okay with me.
My whole family generation, my generation, or I guess, yeah, they're kind of my generation. My cousins, literally all my older cousins, courthouse. I'm like, damn, can at least one of y'all have a party? I need to celebrate. Give me some food, give me some cake. I need some drinks. Come on,
We
that's
went to
lacking.
a place called well a place that is like a big an adult arcade. That's where we had our reception.
Oh,
Bruh,
it's
I
so
would have
cute.
taken that.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
everyone got wasted and like we got because I had my bouquet and everyone would buy us pictures of alcohol for free for us to celebrate. I got
I
a big ass margarita. I think that's what it was that I was given. Anyways, it was strong as shit. And like
That
literally,
just
dudes
gave
were
me an
like
idea.
buying, like guys and girls were just buying us pictures of fucking alcohol.
love that.
That just gave me an idea.
What?
I want to have a wedding in the woods, but I am not Christian by any means. I do
Oh, you
not
don't
want a
have
Christian ceremony, but I want to have a wedding in the woods and then do like a small reception, but the actual reception shit and the challenge, who gets the boutonniere and who gets the bouquet, paintball tournament.
Oh, fuck yes.
By the way, you scared the shit out of me. I was not on the Discord page. And then I just hear your voice and I was like, God damn.
I'm in your
Yeah.
brain.
I feel. No, I understand where you're coming at, Chaos or Gluttony. Sorry, because I want to do some nerdy stuff with my wedding. Like if they like
Oh.
Star Wars or something.
Bro,
Let's come
I
out
went
with
to
the
a
lightsaber battle. That's all I'm saying. Like I want some cutesy nerdy shit happening.
I went
So,
to a D&D wedding.
y'all know me and my knives. I plan to do like not a full size sword, but like a short sword to cut the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Ooh. Or
Like a
even
full-
better, just have Frodo's sword to cut the cake.
Oh my god! Break the stereotypical boundaries of weddings. Yes.
Imagine getting married,
I'm
but
doing.
the rings are the ring from Lord of the Rings. Like that's your wedding band.
Ugh.
That is nerdy. That's
I
high tier.
love it.
You want to know the funny thing? I've planned for that to be my husband's wedding band.
Bro. She literally gonna be like, did I disappear?
He better come up to you and just whisper.
No. Even better, just have it where once I put the ring on his finger, a veil drops to block us from it.
Bro. I love it.
Dude, that could be like you're exiting, like at the end of the night, you guys put each other's ring on, and like there's like a drop of sheet or something, and then when it dropped all the way to the floor, you guys are gone.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
As it drops, just like rose pet or flowers just fall to fucking mask it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stuck.
I will show up in attire. I will probably be showing up as an elf.
Yep.
And I will not participate in the paintball because my outfit might have cost me a fortune.
And also, I wear glasses, and no, thank you.
That too.
I might.
I wear glasses too. I mean, we can put the full paintball gear on.
Nope. I'm good. I am 100%. Unless that gear can guarantee that I won't get hurt.
Yeah, see,
fine.
my dumbass will get hurt, so no, thank you.
I don't need more bruises to explain.
Exactly.
Whatever. I'll get down and dirty for you, Gluten. Let me.
There's like.
What the fuck did you call her?
I'm trying to call her for actual name instead of Chaos. We can get it right.
I know, but anyway.
Yeah, you're not the asshole. You should definitely be the bridesmaid, and I think you should just drop everything and just leave and tell her to go fuck herself.
Yep. Alright, we got the next one. So it says, am I the asshole for kicking my uncle out? I'm 18 and I have a 10-year-old sister. She has this character named Hannibal. I can't pronounce that last word. So, a fancy frogman in her own personal Victorian fantasy world. He's a radio host and he's all she ever talks about or draws. Our uncle came over and she talked to the family about the new developments into the we'll just call him Hannibal because I can't pronounce the last part, radio career. After a bit, my uncle snapped at her and said, Jesus, no one cares, it's not real, and you'll be over it in a week tops, so stop. I told him to leave. We argued for a bit, but he left eventually. My sister seems less enthusiastic about her character now, and I'm trying to light a spark again. But maybe I feel like I ruined an otherwise good get-together. Am I the asshole?
Fuck that dude.
Yep.
No.
Fuck that dude. One, you don't put down someone's creativity. Two, when they're steadily working on something and passionate like that, you don't fucking discredit it.
Mm-hmm.
Much less if they're a fucking 10-year-old. Fuck that dude.
But also, don't do that.
That's really rude. And especially you're not even in your own house. Like you're in someone else, their house, you know? Just have respect.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's a kid's imagination there. Sure, I'm
Not
an
even,
unhealthy adult that has an unhealthy imagination, but leave them alone.
not
Mm.
even just that. If they're that passionate about it and they're writing a story for this character and doing the whole nine, if you steadily influence that and support it, they're gonna end up getting better. Don't just blindly support it and tell them everything's great. Like, yeah, give them constructive criticism, but support them. That's their career they can go into.
Mm-hmm.
That gives them something to work for, something to look forward to, and that helps them during school because they want to achieve this. Well, they need to do well in the English aspect and writing aspect, so they'll pay attention to that more in school, end up doing better, and end up being successful as long as you fucking support them.
Yeah.
And even if it like changes in the future, it's like you don't know that.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. Am I the asshole for telling my wife that she's mocking me for the things that I enjoy? So, I enjoy fantasy settings and anime. Whenever I'm watching a show or a clip of a show online, I can always hear my wife in the background making a nasty voice and imitating the characters. I brought this up to her attention and told her how it feels like she's mocking me. In response, she started yelling at me and telling me that it was just jokes and I need to be less sensitive. This morning it happened again, so I ignored it, and now she's mad at me for having her feelings. Am I the asshole?
No, you need to break up with her and get with me.
Damn.
I swear to God, if I was watching One Piece and someone was making fun of Ace's voice, I would throw down.
I know.
Respect.
Oh, like they made fun of Zoro for like always not having a sense of direction. I do my shit.
That's like his best quality.
Mm-hmm.
That's like have you ever seen the 4Kids version?
No.
No.
Bro, 4Kids made like they have One Piece and they made a different like they have different voice actors for them.
Oh yeah,
And
Wasa was just telling me about
my
this.
God.
Not like recently about 4Kids and how like different.
Was that him in the background?
Yeah, he's going to work.
Bye.
He heard One Piece and he goes, huh?
Hi, it's me again. But yeah, I'm like, bro, you make fun of my character. Not only that, like that's a part of me right there. Like, who knows how long this person has really been into it, but I've been into it since I was a kid. Like that's making fun of past me, current me, and future me.
See, for me, I make fun of the characters too, but there's a difference in it. I'm not doing it in a pessimistic asshole way. I'm doing it because I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and some of the shit they do is hilarious to me, so I start mocking them funnily. But it's an appreciative mock.
Yeah, by the end of the day, you still like them. Like how
Yeah.
we said, for example, Zoro gets lost all the time. Bruh, I'd see people cosplaying and walking off in a completely different direction than their group. I start laughing.
Yeah. See, for me, my favorite is Dr. Stone. So how he always says the 10 billion% cracks me up. So I'll just start dramatically saying that about everything.
Bruh, Dr. Stone, I swear, he be teaching me how to do stuff.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh god. Ooh, I got
She
another
said something sus.
What do
Am
you
I
mean?
the asshole for reporting my college professor to my school? So it says on here, edit. Please understand that I'm not from America. I'm from Europe. So this is how, quote unquote, my college works in my country. I know it might sound strange if you're thinking about an American college, but this is how this college works in my country. Okay. Sorry if there's any spelling or wrong words. English is not my first language. Okay. So I'm female 21, have been going to college since September of last year. From September to November, we had a really nice lady as our main professor. So, aka homeroom teacher for those in America. She was already at the end of her pregnancy when she started the school year, so unfortunately she had to go. In December, we got a different professor, male 38. We'll call him K. K was a nice guy. He wasn't too old and was going along with all the students. He was funny and everyone who knew him loved him. A week before winter break, we had everyone do a PowerPoint presentation about themselves, which although some of them found childish, um, all liked them, so nobody complained. Multiple students did their presentations before me, and everything was fine until it was my turn. I am a contortionist, and the summer before college, I got to perform in a traveling circus. I had been to that circus many times before, so it was really cool that I got to be part of the show. Contortion being my biggest hobby, I obviously mentioned it in my presentation. When I mentioned that I got to perform in a circus and it was my dream job, Kay started bursting out laughing. He said, I've never heard someone be so excited to be a clown. Everyone in class started to laugh. It was a bit ignorant to assume that everyone in a circus is a clown. Fine. My mood changed, however, when I showed them a picture of me in a contortion. Like many poses in contortion, I was pretty much bent in half. When I showed that picture, one of my classmates yelled, now that's an arched back. To which Kay, who should have been more professional than that, responded, I bet you're quite popular in the bedroom. My heart dropped when he said that. I could not believe it, and I refused to finish my presentations. My classmates said I was overreacting. After class, when I got to walk out, I turned to Kay and said, gross joke. And he said, we're all adults here, we can take a joke from one another. Sometimes you just have to put your big girl pants on and suck it up. I didn't respond and walked out. At home, I could not stop crying because I really felt uncomfortable with that joke. I can usually handle it, but for some reason, I felt like an idiot standing there. I told my mom what happened, and she made me send an email to the school. They took it very seriously and said they would take immediate action. January 8th was my first day back to school after winter break. We were introduced to a new professor. She's okay, but she's quite strict and not everyone likes her. She had a long lecture about inappropriate comments and how we as adults need to respect boundaries since we're no longer little kids. Now all my classmates are mad at me because they're blaming me for Kay being gone. I don't know if Kay still works at their college. I'm not really sure what happened to him, but everyone thinks that now I'm the asshole. I don't think so.
No, you're not the asshole. You set a fucking boundary. Yes, they didn't know the boundary beforehand, but you addressed it, said that wasn't okay, and they told you to grow the fuck up, dismissing your boundary. That's not okay in any setting.
Super
I mean,
disrespectful.
Definitely not with
especially you're a
The only one he-
professor. You shouldn't be making
Mhm.
any sexual type of joke, regardless of age or anything. Like, that's just, in a professional standpoint, you should not do that. It's called sexual harassment.
It's also, I don't know about other countries, but it's illegal in the United States, especially at least here in Texas. I know it is. It's illegal for a teacher or a professor to even give a student a ride home after a car wreck because it can be led to assumptions and it is a sticky situation. I know this because I've experienced it. I witnessed a car wreck of another student, and it was a professor and me that stopped as witnesses, and he's like, well, I'm a professor and y'all are students. Would you be able to give her a ride home? Because I am not allowed to do that. It's
honestly,
highly frowned upon.
I feel like most teachers are like, okay, when I get to work, I want to be very cool with my students. So I feel like he was probably trying to be cool, but
That's
like,
not how you do cool.
no, because clearly the other students like him.
Yeah.
So he's over here trying to be the fun, cool teacher, and one student comes up and is like, "This is not right. This is not appropriate." And he's like, "Well, chill. Gosh, taking everything so seriously." And then probably all the other students are laughing and stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
it's one of those like teachers who are trying to, well, probably, I'm just assuming, but trying to be cool with their students, but not realizing that they took it too far.
Even when
And
being
then
blatantly
not,
told they took it too far.
yeah, and then not accepting the fact that they took it too far, probably because the other students are egging them on. So this teacher shouldn't even be a teacher if this
No,
is
not
what's
at all.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically, either way, they shouldn't be a teacher, but if they're being influenced by their students, they definitely should not be a teacher.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh,
Okay.
this one. This one, so am I the asshole for setting boundaries with my mom? I am male, 14, and my mom, female, 38, have always had bad arguments about personal space and boundaries. My mom likes touching my thighs and hips, and I do not like that at all. I
Ah!
hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable, but she doesn't care. I've told her multiple times that I'm uncomfortable with her touching and do not touch me, and she ignores me or yells at me. My mother has no concept of personal space and is constantly violating my personal space and boundaries. She is always walking in on me, changing or commenting on my body and touching my thighs and back or other personal areas. My dad doesn't
Ew.
know, and I'm scared to tell him because he always yells at me when I say something bad about my mom. I'm scared to be alone with her because I hate when she touches me and violates my space. She keeps telling me that I am hurting her as a mother, and I'm genuinely scared that I'm being irrational or crazy. So, am I the asshole?
Fuck
No,
no.
no,
Mm-mm.
dude.
Here's the
Literally, I don't even like. I get it. Like some things, like probably your parent did as you were growing up or as you were a kid, you don't do anymore thing anymore. That definitely took it way too far. For me personally, like I don't even like it when my mom hugs me. I don't even like it when she touches me whatsoever. Sometimes she has moments where she slaps me on the ass and I feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
I'm like that's even worse if she's constantly doing this nasty stuff to you.
one, a parent should never touch you on the thighs or the hips unless they are carrying you, as you are a child, like 5 years or younger. 14 years old, there is no reason for them to be touching your thighs or your hips.
I mean, when it comes to hips, I get it if you're like playing a sport. You know, because sometimes you gotta angle their hips in a certain way.
Yeah,
But other than that, no.
no. Unless you are teaching them to dance or playing sports or something of the sort, it is a demonstrating, teaching them to do something. You shouldn't be touching their hips or thighs. Unless you are carrying them. That is it. That's not appropriate behavior for a parent or an adult of any kind to a minor.
Mm-hmm.
But also, just because she is your mother and they're blood family, whatever, does not mean they get the right to disrespect or refuse to listen to your boundaries and what you're comfortable with. No.
I feel like what's even worse is the dad. The dad's just like if you say anything about your mom, I'm gonna get upset. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What, she got
It,
issues? something.
No, it's an understandable growing up in the South. I understand that mindset. I know what aspect, or at least I can assume I know what aspect they're saying it in. Of
I'm here too.
anytime the child says something disrespectful about the mother, not just says something about the mom, says something disrespectful about the mom, the dad
Oh,
gets upset. It's a Southern thing of you don't disrespect your mother. You don't disrespect women, usually in general, but especially you don't disrespect your mother. But
I just
and now
don't
if
think
your mom is
it's right.
sexually harassing you,
yeah, but that's what the kids said. They were scared to talk to their dad about it because any other time they've said something that the dad's deemed as disrespectful to the mother, he's gotten upset. So they don't
Mhm.
know if the dad will take them seriously and understand, or if the dad will just get
yeah,
upset with them.
but we don't know if the kid ever said anything disrespectful. Because he feels
Yeah.
like he can't tell his dad, or they can't tell their dad about their own mom sexually assaulting them because their dad will deem it as them disrespecting their mom. And it's like, why would your dad think that because your mom is over here touching you in ways you do not want her to, or looking at you saying something, he's gonna tell you that how dare you say that about your mom? Like, how many times did this happen before? Like, what, like, we don't even know what this kid said about their mom, where their dad apparently reached this point where they would tell them not to say stuff like this about your mom. Like, the
Mhm.
dad's taking the mom's side.
Yeah. It looks like he takes the
So we
mom's
don't
side
have,
for about anything.
yeah, we don't actually know what the kid specifically said, because the kid probably may have said stuff that was disrespectful, that the dad thought was disrespectful, or it could be just the dad covering up for the mom.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what else happened. Like, there could have been worse stuff, and the dad was just silencing the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I still like
The kid's
you
definitely not
should.
the asshole for setting boundaries.
Mhm.
No.
You're definitely not. And then you should definitely be able to talk to your dad. I would at least,
Hmm.
like, if you haven't mentioned this before, mention it now.
Mhm.
Because that's the thing, like family, you can set up boundaries in a family, even in, because it's like family can be really touchy and just very like friendly. And just because like you're part of that family biologically or you came out of them or anything like that doesn't mean anything when it's moms that are like, well, you don't got nothing, I don't think that doesn't mean a difference at all.
Yeah.
Just because it came out
Like
of you does not
I
mean anything.
I think like what got me was that fact that she's always going in there when he's changing.
Yeah.
That too.
I'm like,
That too. Because
that's us right there.
I also have issues with that. Like, growing up when I was little, I was a very affectionate kid. I was very cuddly. I always wanted to be around my parents, wanted to be cuddled up to them, all of that. But when I got older, after my sister was born, I wasn't as affectionate towards my family because, well, abuse and trauma. I didn't want to be around my mother as much. I didn't want to be all cuddly with her. She would steadily yell at me and try and guilt me into being that way because I wasn't that way anymore. And then she also would regularly just walk in my room at any given time she wanted, whether I'm changing or not, whether she knew I was changing or not. I would ask her to get out of my room, and she would scream at me, "This is her house. She can do what she wants."
Mhm.
It's not okay. We are we may be your children, but we are still human beings and deserve basic human decency, i.e., respect our boundaries.
Mhm.
That's probably what the mom's yelling at the kid about. Because they said that she'd either like be I guess crying or yelling, depending on her mood swings. So she's
Yeah.
probably yelling at the kid like, "I gave birth to you," or "You live in my house and my rules."
I hate that saying so much. It's so stupid.
Bro, I just hope if you
Oh,
can't talk to your dad, go to somebody because it's just gonna get worse.
Mm-hmm.
It always gets
mhm.
worse. Like a teacher, counselor, depending on how old you are, move out.
I think they said they were
Uh,
14.
Yeah, 14.
they said they were what? 14. Yeah, go to the teacher. Like, sure, you might. Hopefully, if you're lucky, you'll end up with relatives. If you're
Honestly,
not,
just go to any trusted adult. Talk to them about it.
feel free to hit your mother. I give consent.
Sloth.
What?
He's
If it gets
violent.
to
I
a
mean,
point, if
I
it
cut
gets to
all
a
ties.
point where it becomes, but yeah, if it gets to a point where it gets like too scary and too much, fucking hit her.
I mean, it already is at the point where it's too scary and too much. The kid's uncomfortable being alone with his mother. Well, with their mother.
I know, but like, I feel like it when there's like a point, because there like you could always like lock the door with something so she can't come in every time you change. Like, sure, you're gonna live in uncomfortable situation, but like if she ends up like, I guess jumping you, like, because if she touches you, you can always like move away, get up, leave. Of course, state that you're uncomfortable. Keep stating you're uncomfortable. Always speak up.
Hmm.
But if she ends up actually physically grabbing onto you or something, fucking hit her.
Yeah. Do what you
That's
gotta
the,
do to get away.
yeah. I don't suggest like running away because like when you're a minor, it'll be very difficult to live out in the real world.
Not to
Because then,
mention, depending on your place, the legal issues of your mother can claim that you ran away, and cops can literally, essentially, a warrant for a minor, search you down, find you wherever you're at. If you're in a house with another adult, they can charge the other adult legal consequences and then take you right back to the situation.
yeah, I don't ever suggest running away, even if you don't end up like in that situation with like the whole police thing. You could end up just on the streets with absolutely no food. You can get taken away by human traffickers. You could end up like selling drugs and be part of a really bad group and end up dying. You could end up selling your body to older men. Like
Or
there's
women.
so many, or women. There's so many terrible things going on in the world. You don't want to run away. Like if you have to, like contact Child Protective Services. Like just ask for help.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, go to a trusted adult. Go to an adult, not another peer or something like that. You go to an actual adult and talk to them. They will know more of what to do, and if they don't, they will know who to contact to figure out what to do.
Yep.
Yeah, I know like people in the system don't want to be in the system, but being out of the system will give you a tougher childhood.
Depending on what aspect out of the system you are. If you're out of the system, as in you move in with family or someone else that you know and trust and is a good person, you should be good. But if you just run away and are on the streets, no, it's gonna be fucking rough.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you're in the system, like as in like you're going through like foster care or living at an orphanage, like there's gonna be sure it's gonna be tough because you won't really have like a parent, that you'll have you should have other kids who are around your age who you could relate with and talk to. They do give you counseling, but just you're never going to be prepared for the real world. No one ever is. We're adults and we're struggling.
I'm not an adult. I'm a child with a drinking permit.
The police contact you and ask for an adult.
Everybody besides chaos.
What?
Legally,
Anybody-
she is an adult. Today was a little bit intense, wasn't it, gals?
A
Yeah.
little bit.
Felt kind of attacked too by all the subjects.
Are you sure we
Except
all
for the
felt
last
attacked,
comment.
or just you?
No, she said I felt attacked, so her.
Okay, just checking.
It sounded a lot about weddings and nerdiness. And I'm over here like, if I ever get married, it's gonna be both.
Same.
Hey, same. Like,
And you know what? I'll make sure y'all all do the work. Y'all split all of my wedding work.
The fuck?
I don't know if you want that.
Yeah.
I need everything planned.
if you give me the permission, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
Vanity, you're never getting permission. It's gonna look like a red room.
no, it's gonna look better than ever. It's gonna look better, I promise. Okay, so it's gonna be like Hell of a Boss. You're gonna press a button, and so many dildos will pop out of the walls and like.
Oh my god, like
the
that one
chairs,
episode?
everything.
Yep.
Yes.
I
know.
knew exactly where you were going. As soon as you said, oh, hell of a boss, and I was like, yep, I know where she's going with that.
Yep.
So it'll look like a red room. Got it.
No, it's
Oh.
it's a little different
Better.
than that.
Bedroom.
Much better.
Bro, one little ceiling drop of dildos is not the whole room.
It's the ceiling. It's the
The
walls.
chairs,
it's
the
chairs,
table, centerpieces. Yeah.
pieces.
Never mind, she's not invited.
I told you I want that when you said you wanted us to take it over.
So I got permission, anyways.
You don't have permission to even show up.
Damn. It's a little harsh.
I'm gonna have you on the side of the road while I throw food at you.
I'm just gonna be duct taped like
Not
against
allowed.
the wall or something with my mouth shut. Like, that's gonna be me. Okay. Thank you for joining us today. Please like, follow, share in all our social media. We are a Discord, which is our main platform, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. See you on the next one, sinners. Bye.
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 Bye.